Todd, best known for starring in the Candyman horror film series, has passed away at the age of 69, a loss deeply felt by fans and colleagues in the entertainment industry. The American actor, whose commanding presence and resonant voice made him unforgettable on screen, reportedly passed away at his home in Los Angeles on a quiet Wednesday night. News of his passing quickly spread, and tributes began pouring in from fans, friends, and co-stars who admired not only his talent but also his kindness, intellect, and dedication to the craft. For many, Todd was synonymous with Candyman, a haunting character from horror cinema known for his supernatural terror and tragic backstory. The film, first released in 1992, introduced audiences to a new kind of horror icon, one rooted in both supernatural lore and social commentary. Todd played the title character with an unmatched intensity, portraying the ghostly Candyman with a hook for a hand, who is summoned by saying his name 5 times into a mirror. His portrayal was eerie yet deeply human, elevating Candyman to more than just a horror story. It became a cultural touchstone, engaging with themes of urban legends, racial injustice, and revenge from beyond the grave. Todd's association with Candyman began with the original film in 1992, directed by Bernard Rose and based on Clive Barker's short story, The Forbidden. The role called for an actor capable of embodying both menace and melancholy, a balance Todd mastered effortlessly. His performance brought layers to a character who could have simply been another horror movie villain, but Todd infused Candyman with pathos and complexity. His portrayal suggested that Candyman was not just a figure of terror but a tragic figure, a man once known as Daniel Robitaille, a black artist brutally lynched in the 19th century. This backstory lent the film a depth and poignancy that resonated with audiences. Following the success of Candyman, Todd continued to return to the role in follow-up films released in 1995 and 1999, cementing his legacy as an icon of horror. His fans eagerly awaited each installment, drawn to his portrayal, which remained consistently haunting yet layered. In 2021, he reprised the role for a 4th film that served as a direct sequel to the original, bringing his character full circle. His involvement in the revival, directed by Nia DaCosta and co-written by Jordan Peele, brought Candyman into a new era, reintroducing the character to both longtime fans and a new generation of horror enthusiasts. Todd's legacy was once again celebrated as he embodied the role that had made him an icon nearly 30 years earlier. In addition to his work in Candyman, Todd enjoyed a prolific 40-year career in film, theater, and television. He took on roles in major film franchises like Transformers and Final Destination, showcasing his versatility as an actor. But his portrayal of horror characters remained his most celebrated work, marking him as one of the few actors who could evoke both fear and empathy. Todd often spoke about his relationship with the horror genre, seeing it as a space where deep human fears and emotions could be explored in ways that other genres could not. One of Todd's most famous scenes in Candyman involved a swarm of bees, a moment that has since become iconic in horror cinema. Todd's character, in a display of loyalty to his mythos, is surrounded by bees, which cover his face and mouth. In a 2019 interview with The Guardian, Todd shared that he had been stung 23 times during the filming of this scene and had received a $1,000 bonus for each sting. "Everything that's worth making has to involve some sort of pain," he remarked, a testament to his commitment to his craft. Todd was known for his willingness to endure discomfort and even physical harm to bring authenticity to his performances. This dedication became a hallmark of his career, and he carried it with him in every role he undertook. The impact of Candyman extended beyond horror. For many, it became a piece of social commentary that explored complex issues such as racial trauma, systemic violence, and the fear of being erased from history. Todd's portrayal of Daniel Robitaille, a once successful artist who became the tortured spirit Candyman, gave voice to historical injustices and brought them into contemporary consciousness. The film became a reflection of the ways society deals with, and often ignores, the legacies of racial violence and discrimination. Virginia Madsen, who starred as Helen Lyle in Candyman, paid tribute to Todd after his passing, calling him a truly poetic man and a deeply knowledgeable artist. Their on-screen chemistry, a complex mix of fear, fascination, and tragedy, was one of the film's core strengths. Madsen's words underscored the respect she held for Todd, not only as a co-star but as an artist who had made a lasting impact on her career. "I will miss him so much and hope he haunts me once in a while," she said, fondly recalling their work together. Madsen's heartfelt tribute captured the spirit of their relationship, one that was shaped by a mutual respect for their craft and a shared understanding of the film's significance. For Todd, Candyman was not just another role, it was a character that allowed him to explore themes close to his heart. In interviews, he often discussed the cultural resonance of the character, noting that it was a role that stays in people's minds. He saw the character as a reflection of societal fears and a means to confront uncomfortable truths. Todd used his role in Candyman as an outreach tool, particularly in his work with youth intervention programs. He would engage with young people by asking, "What frightens you? What horrible things have you experienced?" Through these conversations, he aimed to provide a space for young people to express their fears and experiences, much like his character gave voice to repressed historical traumas. The original film's sequel, Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, set 3 years later, saw Todd's iconic lead character return in New Orleans, encountering a descendant of his daughter. This narrative arc further explored the depth of his character, connecting the Candyman legend to themes of ancestry and generational trauma. Each installment of the series brought new layers to Todd's performance, allowing him to portray the character as not only a figure of fear but a tragic hero haunted by his own past. The third film, Candyman, Day of the Dead, was released in 1999 but set in 2020 Los Angeles, adding another dimension to the lore. Even in this portrayal, Todd maintained the same chilling aura and intensity, adapting his performance to fit the evolving mythology of the character. When the 2021 reboot of Candyman was announced, Todd expressed his admiration for the film's creative direction under Nia DaCosta, whom he described as a fan of body horror. He appreciated that the revival was not merely a remake but a reimagining that honored the original while introducing fresh perspectives and social relevance. In the later years of his life, Todd reflected on the importance of his work and his legacy within the horror genre. He understood that Candyman was a story that went beyond scares, touching on universal themes that resonated with audiences across generations. His commitment to portraying Daniel Robitaille, not as a mere monster but as a tragic figure, earned him acclaim and respect. Todd's work in Candyman became a symbol of resilience, speaking to those who have endured suffering and loss and inspiring empathy and understanding. Todd's contributions to cinema extended beyond Candyman, with his career spanning various genres and roles. In 1986, he took on one of his earliest film roles as Sergeant Warren in the war drama Platoon, a film that highlighted his ability to handle intense, dramatic material. From there, he went on to appear in numerous productions, each showcasing a different facet of his talent. Whether in supporting roles or lead performances, Todd brought a level of professionalism and dedication that made him a respected figure in the industry. Throughout his life, Todd remained deeply connected to the artistic community, often mentoring young actors and sharing his insights into the craft. He believed in the transformative power of art, seeing his work as a means to connect with others and explore the human condition. Todd's colleagues often described him as a poetic soul, someone who approached each role with thoughtfulness and a genuine desire to connect with audiences. His passing is a profound loss, not only to fans of horror but to the entire film industry.